there is something happening right now. And if you've been online at all, which I'm sure you probably have, you felt it. But maybe you didn't fully understand it yet. Because it's not just one story, it's not just one headline. It's like multiple things all happening at the same time. And they don't quite line up. So let me just walk through this with you because this is where it gets interesting. Over the past few days, there have been a bunch of stories starting to trend. Different topics, different people, different situations. But the pattern feels the same. And I'm not here to tell you what's true. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm just paying attention to what's being said and how fast it actually spreads. Because right now, things are going viral before anyone even knows what actually happened. And, you know, that's new, or at least it's happening at a different level now. Let's put it that way. You'll see a clip, a headline, a reaction. And within minutes, everyone has an opinion. Before any context, before confirmation, before anything, honestly. And what's even more interesting is how quickly the narrative locks in. Like, almost immediately, people decide, this is what happened. And then everything after that just reinforces it. Even if new information comes out later, even if it changes, most people don't go back. Nah. They just move forward with whatever version they saw first. And that's where it gets complicated. Because now, you're not just watching events unfold, you're watching interpretations compete. And some of them spread way faster than others. Not because they're more accurate, no, but because they're more emotional, more shocking, more clickable. And that's the part people don't really talk about usually. We're not just reaching out to reality anymore. We're reacting. The fastest version of reality, basically. And those aren't, always the same thing. So when something trends, everyone's talking about it. It's worth asking, what actually happened? And what version of it is being repeated? Because those can be very different. And again, I'm not saying anything is right or wrong. I'm just saying there is a difference between information and momentum. And right now, momentum is winning. And once something has momentum, it's almost impossible to slow it down. Even if it's incomplete. Even if it's misunderstood. Even if it changes later. And that's why you'll see stories that feel huge one day and then completely disappear the next. Not because they were resolved, but because something else took their place. And people move on. And if you're not paying attention, it all just feels like noise. But if you are paying attention, you start to notice patterns, timing, what gets pushed, what doesn't, and how quickly people decide what something means. And honestly, that's the part I think matters most. Not the story itself, per se, but how we react to it, because that reaction is shaping everything now. So the next time something pops up, something everyone suddenly has an opinion on, just pause for a second and ask yourself, do I actually know what happened? Or did I just see the version that got there first? Because those are two different things many times. And most people don't realize it. And that's where things start to get interesting. If you've been noticing this too, I'm actually really curious. What's something you've seen recently that didn't quite feel right? Or felt like it changed maybe halfway through? Drop it below. I read everything. See you tomorrow, guys.